Welcome back to the 410. As promised, deep dive into the AFC West today. Parlay Tay, Mad Max, we got to check out our competition here in the 410 land. We got to get down to the best division outside. Obviously, our division is the best division because we just don't have the best teams in it. But we had the best division because the Ravens are in it, right? But the best division competitively would be the AFC West. What do you think?
I would absolutely agree with you. You got the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. All three of those well, the Chiefs did not make the playoffs last year, but the Chargers and the Broncos.
I mean, they still had Mahomes on the team.
Right.
So, I mean, whether they made the playoffs or not is irrelevant.
I had to throw the dig in because I like to see that the Chiefs did not make the playoffs.
Still got to pay them some mind, right?
It was nice to get a break,
Absolutely.
Even though I think they're going to be back.
It was good not to see a whole bunch of games going on at Arrowhead in the postseason.
We needed a break as a human race. We needed a break from the Chiefs.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got to get into the AFC West here. I know we're not going to have all the same picks at the end here, so we'll just start with the people we were just talking about. Excuse me, the Chiefs. They still have Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes. The thorn in Lamar Jackson's side.
It's kryptonite.
Mahomes, right? And so you had to pay him some mind. You still have Kelsey, probably going to be his last year this year, so he's going to want to probably go out with a bang. Rashee Rice, no suspension. Obviously, that hurt them early in the year, so they definitely are bringing back some firepower on offense, and then not to mention, they signed the Super Bowl MVP, Parlay Tay. So what do you think about that offense in Kansas City Chiefs?
It's going to go as far as Mahomes can take them. I mean, this is a good offense that they built around them. There's not a lot of wide receiver depth, but you got Rashee Rice, who's a monster, and Travis Kelsey probably in his last season. I think he's going to want to go out on top. And if Mahomes' knee is, I don't know how the injury going to affect him. That was a bad injury. He's coming back quick. So we'll see.
We'll see. Max, what do you think?
You know, for me, love you, Mom. She's a huge Mahomes fan, right? And
love you, Mom.
Right. She's a huge fan of Mahomes. She's probably the only team that she'll go against the Ravens.
Mama Max a Mahomes fan.
I'm telling you.
Mama Max, how can we bring you home,
I've been
Mama
trying
Max?
to.
Okay.
She'll sit there with the Ravens shirt and the Chiefs shirt at the same time.
Mama Max, we invite you down here to the 410 Show Studios. I think we'd be able to warm your heart to Mr. Lamar Jackson. Yes, indeed.
Arguably, Mahomes is going to be in the Hall of Fame. You know, he's a GOAT. He's a young GOAT already.
Absolutely.
One thing I've always admired about him, he does play backyard football, but he always seems to find his target no matter where they are on the field. He makes me nervous every time we play them. It's always one of those games that if we want to be the best, we got to beat the best. And right now, arguably to me, it's Patrick Mahomes at this time.
I agree. Kansas City's defense is never a slouch over there. Do they still have that same coordinator? Is he still there?
The coordinator?
Yes, he's one of the best coordinators in defense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bieniemy?
You know it's Eric Bieniemy, man. I don't want to say his name and get him any show like that, but yes, you know what I'm talking about. So obviously, Mr. Bieniemy is still down there. His defense is always top in the league and making it happen. So they can fight. Let's move on from the Chiefs. Obviously, they're going to be in the mix. Let's talk about the team that I feel like is going to win the division would be the Chargers. The Chargers, or I call them the Ravens West. Okay. Right. Parlay Tay, did you see any additions that they had in the offseason?
I've seen a lot of additions. They got Keaton Mitchell. They also went out and grabbed David Njoku from the Browns. They grabbed Charlie Kohler from us.
Ravens West.
They already had Arondé Gasson, so now they got three monster tight ends for Herbert to do. Njoku's just a smart NFL player. They're just grabbing smart players.
We did try to get Njoku down here. I do know that. They did visit with him. They were trying to work something out, but I guess we just didn't have enough to give him. Max, what do you think, man?
Ravens West, I love that terminology. You have Njoku, Kohler. I think they're smart. Their football IQ is very high, right? So they're going to be a threat. I know we're not doing picks yet, but to me, if not that number one this year, they're going to definitely be number two.
I agree. I think they'll be right there at the top of the division. Like I said, I think they'll be the number 1 pick. Will get in. They'll win the division. But getting to the X's and O's with them, obviously with Minter being gone, that's a big thing there for them. Obviously, they have the coaching change. Anytime you have a coaching change, that's always a toss-up whether or not that's going to be a good or a bad thing. But I do think that with Justin Herbert and all of the weapons that you just mentioned, tight end-wise, Keaton Mitchell, I think he's going to have a strong year. Hate for him to get away from us because, once again, he was coming off that injury and it never seemed like we really could get him into the offense. I think he's going to shine out there. Obviously, Harbaugh, he knows what to do with our players out there. So Justin Herbert, he's a heroic at the end of the games. He gets stuff done. If he didn't have such a bad playoff game, I don't think it would have been such a stinging loss last year for him. I think he threw 4 interceptions there, more interceptions than he threw all year in one game. But once again, I think that they'll put it together and they'll have a really, really good season. Moving on from the Chargers, next we would have to talk about the team that was on a roll last year. I mean, they won like 13 in a row, something like that. It was the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix and them had a great season last year. Parlay Tay, what do you think about Denver and their chances out there?
It's funny. I don't know if I really believe in Bo Nix that much. However, I think Denver's going to win that division. And I'll tell you why. It's because of they got Jalen Waddle. So now they got Jalen Waddle. They got Cortland Sutton. They got Troy Franklin. They got Marvin Mims. These are all guys that can put up big numbers.
Sure.
Then the real reason is their defense. The defense is crazy.
That's the real reason.
It is the real reason. Yeah. They might have the best defense in the NFL, and that's why I think they're going to win that division.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to sit out here and say they had the best defense in the NFL because I think that lays down at M&T Bank Stadium. But I do understand what you're saying. Max, what do you think, man?
I'm with you on a lot of accounts. Win the division, it's a stretch for me. I'm going to say the division relies on Patrick Mahomes' knee.
That's true.
And that's it for me, right? So are they contenders? Absolutely. Are they strong? Absolutely. But I think the division lies on how Patrick Mahomes steps in his first game this year.
I agree. Also, when you get into the X's and O's of the Broncos, you're talking about Sean Payton, a master of figuring this game out, one of the best that's ever done it, Hall of Fame coach. Bo Nix, very creative. He can use his feet, getting open that way as well. And so he creates a lot of disaster when defenses are chasing him around. And like you just said, with that many receivers to choose from, there's going to be a lot of people flying around getting open.
Right.
The good thing for everybody that's playing them is there's only one football, right? And so if you had 5 or 6 receivers, you can't throw them all the ball at one time. So that would be my only kind of take back from them having that many weapons is, can they utilize all of them at the same time? Probably not, right? If we looked at their offense last year with Bo Nix, there was a struggle in hand for most of the time we were watching them until we got to the fourth quarter. And I don't know if people were throwing big cans on the field or what was going on, but that's when he started turning on the light. Right. And, that's when we saw him start playing like Bo Nix, So at the end of the day, I don't know if we can trust him a full quarter, so I'm a reserve judgment on that. But I do think Denver will be in the mix with that defense, like you said, no matter what. And then, of course, we have to get to the team that we probably all believe is going to finish last in that division. But a very promising future for them would be the Las Vegas Raiders. And I know, Parlay Tay, how you feel about their number 1 pick. So I'm going to let you lead off and tell everybody how you feel about Las Vegas' chances next year.
I really do like Mendoza, man. Mendoza is, I think, is a future MVP. This guy's been a winner. Look what he did at Indiana last year. Didn't lose a game, won the national championship. He's getting mentored by Tom Brady. He's a humble kid. You see these interviews with him. He's listening to Tom Brady. He's working hard. He's living at the training center, basically. And Tom Brady just the GOAT of pretty much. We can agree. As much as that hurts to say, if quarterbacks, Tom Brady the GOAT, in my opinion. So he's going to keep working with them, and that kid's going to wind up a winner. This year, not so much, but eventually. I think they're gonna bring a Super Bowl to the Raiders. It's gonna take some time, but
he went way out there, didn't he, man?
Just like the Knicks. Hey, it took them 53 years. I think they're on the right path with Brady and this kid Mendoza.
Parlay Tay, I can't drink that Kool-Aid, but
I'm saying
Max?
he's saying what they must be saying out there. This is our year.
Yeah,
Right?
maybe this is their year.
Not this year.
You might be
Probably
going.
not.
I'm with you, Parlay Tay. He's rolling with Tom Brady, and
Yeah.
there's some great things going to be in his future. But Super Bowl, I'm not even going to jump
That's like
into
a
that
five.
right
That's
now.
like 5 years.
Parlay Tay, you might go viral for that, man.
Those 2
5
words
years,
don't even
man.
go together in the
5
same
years.
sentence for me.
5-year plan. I'm telling you.
You might go viral for that, man.
5-year plan.
Max, what do you think about the Vegas
Look,
Raiders,
so
man?
I'm gonna just say this:
It's a
have
great
you ever
place.
been? It's not only a great
It's
place,
a great place.
but have you seen our rivalry when they come to M&T? It's a whole lot of fights that happen when they come to that Raiders. I don't know why, but
I mean, have you been out there? The Raiders fans, they're a little unruly.
they're a little unruly,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So when it comes to them playing us, that's always another up and down game. Depends, somebody we should beat. But I see them finishing dead last in the division. I mean, to be honest with you.
And
I like Max Crosby.
And just to
though. I do like
mention,
Max.
I can't say anything about the Raiders, and I don't mean to cut you off, Max, because they actually beat us, man,
right.
last year
They did.
at home. I was at the
we
game.
beat them when it really mattered, though, in the AFC Championship.
It did.
We shouldn't have lost anyway.
But it mattered. It
I'm
mattered when
saying.
I was down at M&T Bank Stadium
Right.
watching them lose the game. That's when it mattered, Parlay Tay. So I can't say anything about them.
We didn't only lose a game. I saw some fans lose some fights to the Raiders. I said,
We were
all right,
losing
we were
everywhere.
losing everywhere,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
So
So-
hopefully, yeah, we do. Are they on the schedule for? I don't think we had them on the schedule
hope
this
not.
year. I'm pretty
I don't
sure
think
we
we
don't.
play the Raiders this
But
year.
yeah, if we do end up playing, it'll be in the playoffs, and it should be at M&T
ain't
Bank.
making
So
the
somebody
playoffs.
be able to get their face back, Max.
Right.
When it gets into X and O's on the Raiders, obviously they had Mendoza. He had a great year last year, Heisman Trophy winner, and with Tom Brady. So that's the ring man over there. So he's going to definitely walk him through where he needs to go, right? You have Genty. I'm not sure if he's going to stay standing up straight or he's going to get down or how he's going to move with all of that. But he is a good runner. They didn't have a way to get the man open last year. They had no line. So I think they did work on that in the offseason. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they put a line together, what that even looks like with Genty and then Mendoza being able to run the offense. Now,
They took Linderbaum.
of course,
At
they have
center,
Linderbaum in the center. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. The offense is kind of geared up to go, right? But with the Raiders, what is going on with their defense, right? And so at the end of the day, that's why I feel like
There's
they're
only one
finish last.
person, that's Max Crosby, and he can't obviously do it all
He can't
himself.
do it.
And what's sad is Max, I'm gonna be the first person to tell you that I was jumping up and down when I got the news about you coming to town, man. I don't know what happened. I wasn't in the room. I'm sure the doctor said you were okay, or maybe he didn't say you were okay, and whatever happened. But at the end of the day, we wanted you here. But if you still want to come down here before the end of the year, just check in with the Costa. We have ways. We're gonna figure it out. We need Max down here.
We do.
But until then, we got Max down here.
Right.
Facts.
Here.
So we got to pick our 4 in order here.
okay,
So
okay.
I'm gonna let you go first, Max. and I
Okay,
know it's
so-
on your mind.
Kansas City 1,
Okay.
LA 2,
Okay.
Denver 3,
Okay.
and the, obviously we know who's going to fall to the wayside at the end of the
I
day.
don't know. I mean, Parlay Tay may
He
have
said Super Bowl. I'm saying 2
Parlay
wins.
Tay may have a
5
different
years.
5
setup
years,
there.
5 years.
Okay, Parlay Tay, let's talk about
I got-
your 4.
I got Denver winning the division.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
Kansas City right there in second. I got the Chargers in third, and then the Raiders in fourth.
Okay, I can go for that, and then that leads me to me. So I'm gonna go with, like I said, the Chargers winning division, the Ravens West is what I'm calling them, and then number 2, I'm gonna go with the Denver Broncos, and then number 3, I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs, only because I feel like Travis Kelce being his age, Mahomes maybe not being 100%. I just feel like that's going to play a factor for them early in the year, and they're going to fall behind a little bit in the division. Now, they may make the playoffs, but as far as finishing up in the division, I feel like they'll be third, and obviously the Raiders in fourth. So then now we got to get into the fantasy football aspect of it here. Who is the number 1 quarterback in the division? Parlay Tay?
I'm gonna go with Herbert.
Justin
As
Herbert?
far as the quarterback, yeah.
Okay. Max?
I got to stick with Mahomes until he shows me anything else.
I was just getting ready to say that's pretty bold, man,
I
taking
thought
Herbert
you were
over
talking just
Mahomes.
fantasy wise.
Oh no, I'm talking about in general.
In
Who's the-
general? Oh, nah, give me Mahomes.
Okay,
Oh,
I was about
yeah,
to say
yeah,
that was
Nah,
you're,
Mahomes.
you're definitely going viral today, man.
No,
They-
nah,
you're
definitely
going
Mahomes.
viral.
Okay, I just thought
Okay.
you meant fantasy
Yeah,
number wise.
Yeah, I mean it has to be Mahomes for me being the number 1 quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, fantasy is always
different,
a little
yeah.
bit different in real life, but when I say number 1 quarterback, just for all intents and purposes, Patrick Mahomes would be the number 1
Yeah, for
quarterback
sure,
in that
for
division. Running back wise, tell me who you think would be Number
running
two.
back wise.
Excuse me, number one.
I'm gonna go with the new addition to the division in Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker,
Yeah.
not a bad pick. Max,
You know, I really had a fond, warm side for Keith Mitchell when he came here. And I felt he was underutilized because, allegedly, don't know, he didn't want to be a special teamer under the Harbaugh regime. I like Keith Mitchell. He showed me a lot of good stuff, and then we sat him down. I'm waiting to see what he looks like if he gets his own playbook.
so Max, are you standing here saying that the number one running back in that
This division is going to be Keith Mitchell.
is Keith Mitchell?
Gonna be Keith
That's what you're standing on right
Stand
now.
on Keith Mitchell.
Max, then you might go viral too with this one right here.
Keaton, do not let me down.
There's no way that I can't give Kenneth Walker his due respect. The man just come off of a monster year, Super Bowl MVP. I got to give it to Kenneth Walker. However, obviously, I'm a root for Keith Mitchell as well. I just don't feel like Keith Mitchell's going to get the amount of touches that would be necessary for him to be the number one running back in that division. But stranger things have happened, Max. So we'll see. We'll
He
keep
was
our-
averaging almost 6 yards a carry when he was carrying the ball.
he
so
can run the ball.
I believe he
can run the ball.
break out. Give him a playbook, coach.
That stretch he had, I'd like
Whew.
to pull up those numbers and see.
It was ridiculous.
It was
ridiculous.
crazy.
And then we sat him down for the rest of the year because of
coaching.
He got hurt though towards the end of that year after
His
he
feelings
had
was
that beginning of that
No,
stretch.
no. He got hurt on a long run that he made. It was like a 50-yard run, and he did come up lame on that run when he got tackled.
That was really unfortunate.
I remember
he was
seeing
killing it that year.
Yep, absolutely.
He was.
And then of course the receiver room. Who's your number one receiver, Max, in this division here?
That's a tough one. I'm going to say it's not going to be a wide receiver. It's going to be a tight end.
Okay.
Right? It's going to be a tight end. Kelsey's going out with a bang. He is going out with an absolute bang.
I do think he's going to go out.
Right.
He's got
You're
Taylor
going
Swift
to
sitting up there in the
you're going to
stands.
see two people.
Yep.
When he catches the ball in the end zone, you're going to see Taylor Swift in the suite. All season. That's going to be
All season.
He's going out with a bang.
Tay, what do you think?
Give me another new addition to the division in Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle's been stuck in Miami with who was his quarterback? I mean, I guess Tua was all right for a little bit, but he was consistently putting up numbers. He got somebody different. I mean, Bo Nick's going to get him the ball. Jalen Waddle, a good wide receiver.
Tay, once again, I know you always go for the heroic stuff, but Bo Nix, I just don't see how he's going to get Jalen Waddle to that level of being the number one receiver in that division. When I'm looking at number one receiver, I'm looking at value. I'm looking at who's throwing him the ball. And so when I'm looking at that, it's got to be Rashee Rice because obviously Mahomes can throw the ball. Rashee Rice is the number one option there. And you know if he's balling, he's balling. So I think in that division right now, I would take Rashee Rice as my number one pick. But once again, that's why we have a fantasy football draft, y'all. He can get Jalen Waddle, I can get Rashee Rice, and he can get Travis Kelce. That's how we're going to do that. Absolutely.
Taylor Swift, Kelce, all season. Boom, camera A, camera B.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all sticking around for the rundown on the division here in the AFC West. We're going to keep this going here for you on the show. Cut those notifications on. We're going to make sure you got all the information on all these divisions right before preseason. Once again, thanks again for your time. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, share it with a couple friends. We can't do it without y'all down here now. Max, Tay, can we do it without them?
Absolutely not.
We need them.
We need them. We need them. Let's go. Thank you for your time. Catch y'all later.